Hello everyone, welcome to Royal Cyber live webinar series. And today's topic is transforming customer experience with ServiceNow CRM. Myself, Vijay Kumar, and I'm working as a business development manager at Royal Cyber. And today joined by Rahul Singh, he's a director of technical solutions at Royal Cyber. So let's talk about the today's agenda. So today's agenda is Royal Cyber overview, ServiceNow platform overview, the experience economy, ServiceNow CRM portfolio, product and outcome, Royal Cyber's value add, and at last Q&A. And let me give a quick overview about Royal Cyber. So Royal Cyber is a global IT consulting and digital transformation company specializing in services, solutions, and software across enterprise platforms. So we are a 2-decade-old company of experience delivering technology modernization and business transformation for clients across industries. So we operate with more than 2,500 employees worldwide and a strong pool of 500 plus certified consultants across in multiple technology platforms and to support complex enterprise programs. So we are spread across 10 plus global office across 5 continents and 600 clients. We bring a deep global delivery capabilities coupled with local market presence. Our footprint spans Canada, USA, Mexico, Australia, New Zealand, Saudi Arabia, India, South Africa, and the UK, enabling 24 cross-7 support and seamless project execution. So Royal Cyber has been recognized by Gartner for ServiceNow consulting, implementation, and managed services, highlighting our leadership and credibility in the ecosystem. So we hold multiple industry certifications and quality recognitions, ensuring secure, compliant, and high standard service delivery. Our strong technology partnerships include Salesforce, Microsoft, ServiceNow, AWS, Google Cloud, Oracle, and SAP. So this allows us to deliver end-to-end digital solutions across enterprise platforms. So let's discuss the ServiceNow practice overview. So I'll take a moment to walk you through the Royal Cyber ServiceNow practice. So we've been in the ServiceNow ecosystem for overall 13 years, delivering consulting implementations and managed service across a wide range of industries. So we are a service platform partner and specialist partner recognized for both build and implementation capabilities. So over these 13 plus years, we have successfully delivered 100 plus enterprise projects, and our customers consistently rely on us for complex, high impact ServiceNow initiatives. So we have a strong team of 250 plus certified ServiceNow experts globally, spanning architects, developers, and consultants and domain specialists. So our core service offerings are business consulting, implementation, upgrade and enhancements, business process design, business process automation, system integration, and support services. So we support every major workflow within the ServiceNow ecosystem. We support ITSM, ITOM, ITAM, CSM, FSM, HRSD, SPM, and IRM. So our team brings hands-on experience across all these modules from initial strategy to full delivery and support. So coming to the certifications and skill strength, so one of our biggest strength is the depth of certification our team holds. We have 32 plus certified implementation specialists and 58 core implement certifications include CSA and CED, 75 plus App Engine certifications and 13 ITOM specialists and 66 micro certifications and CSM specialists and 36 pre-sale certifications and last 10 additional specialized certifications. So the strong certification base not only demonstrates expertise, it ensures our customers get consistent, high quality delivery aligned with ServiceNow best practices. So I would like to hand over to Rahul. So Rahul will give a detailed overview of ServiceNow CRM from here on.
Thank you, Vijay, and thank you everyone for taking time, and thank you for joining this webinar today. We're really glad to have you on this session. Let me start with, of course, the topic for today's webinar is the CRM solution of ServiceNow. But I would like to spend some time on the platform overview, just to give you a sense of how ServiceNow, as a product, as a platform, different from any other platform in the market. So first thing is that ServiceNow has evolved as a AI first platform. Every workflow of ServiceNow is fueled with the AI capability, and there are some capabilities in terms of machine learning, performance analytics, automation that is embedded within the platform. In terms of the product capability, ServiceNow spans across the enterprise, which means what you see here at the top, ServiceNow covers almost every function of your organization, whether it is your IT workflow. When I say IT workflow, IT service desk, IT infrastructure management, NOC, IT risk management, asset management, which includes your software and hardware, and then strategic portfolio management, project management for your IT and even for non-IT. And then it moves on and helps you with your employee management, employee workflows, which is like HRSD, human resource management, workspace delivery, and then there are for customer services, and again the CRM is the topic today, but this comes under the customer workflow of ServiceNow, where we have, or ServiceNow has, customer service management, field service management, sales and order management, and eventually there are other vertical solutions for various industries like telecom, pharmaceutical, manufacturing, and telecom, as I mentioned earlier. So broadly, and banking and finance, of course, FSO is a big component within ServiceNow. So there are several industry focus or industry verticalized solution also built in ServiceNow. So as I said in the beginning, it covers all the functions of your organization and brings every function together with a kind of a seamless service delivery framework. And every data can be shared with different departments. The CXO can have a single view of the performance data, analytics, and also about something to do with the planning and forecasting for the organization, which encompasses different functions. So broadly, it pulls in data, unite different functions and standardize the process within the organization. That is the beauty of ServiceNow platform. I said in the beginning that there are some, advanced capability embedded, which includes the automation, workflow, analytics, and agentic AI capability available with ServiceNow, within ServiceNow. And on top of that, ServiceNow works as a platform of platforms, which means that you can integrate any third-party application or any other platform for that matter, integrate with ServiceNow, and you can get the platform power. Like, you can drive the workflows, you can drive the automation, you can combine the data, pull the data from some other data analytics tool. So a lot of times ServiceNow works as a platform of platforms as well. So that's again a very unique feature of ServiceNow. Moving on, this is basically relevant to today's topic, and this is basically what it shows is the customer problem, customer support problem, or customer life cycle management problem that we normally see with a lot of customers, a lot of organizations, which is broadly siloed system, siloed process, where every function has their own applications, their own ERP systems. Each one has its own tasks, but they do not collaborate, resulting in poor customer service delivery, poor customer response, delay in response. This is exactly what you see. Till here, customer can reach out through various means and reach out to the customer support team, but when they go for the solutioning, or when they go for servicing the customer, then they really face a lot of challenge fetching the data from different systems. They have to run through different SLAs, they have to kind of follow up. There are several manual process like emails and phone calls and whatnot, and that eventually leads to a lot of delay in the customer response. So that's exactly is the customer life cycle management problem here. What ServiceNow solves is a very streamlined process, integrated process, where the workflow takes care of all the tasks for different functions. And ServiceNow, again, the intake remains the same, but the process, which is basically on the workflow, or driving the task within the organization, that can be driven through ServiceNow. So now you can have other application integrated with ServiceNow, and then workflow can trigger from ServiceNow, and eventually it can pass along to different departments. So that's a very standardized and streamlined process within ServiceNow that you get out of box. In ServiceNow, what we get as a solution in CRM, broadly, there are three products. One is customer service management, mostly what we call is customer support, and customer service. That's a kind of a pretty simple word and standard word. But the customer service management takes care of all the life cycle journey of the customer. And then you have the sales and order management, mostly on how your sales team engage with the prospects, with the customers, onboarding new customer, managing the sales pipeline opportunity. All those sales and order management processes covered under SOM, sales and order management. And then eventually you have your field service management, broadly, which covers your field engineer's task, the way you drive the workforce, or when you have some case where somebody has to go on to the site and solve the issue, that is mostly covered under field service management. And as I said, there are verticalized solutions for manufacturing, technology, healthcare. So these industry workflows heavily depend on these three CRM applications. Moving on, sales and order management. Additionally, you also have Service Bridge, again, a capability within the platform where two ServiceNow instance can be combined or can be integrated, and the data can be kind of transferred from one ServiceNow instance to another. And ServiceNow Service Bridge actually becomes a very powerful tool when you have your customers using ServiceNow and your organization using ServiceNow. You can have that flow of customer support data or requests move on to, or requests even move on to client's environment. And then you have a very streamlined process. Even though it is a B2B kind of a structure, Service Bridge will take care of that part. Then we have the customer success matrix, and broadly field service management and service management that I have already covered. This is the expanded view of the application, the capability within SOM. We have, as I mentioned, there are plenty of other applications within the SOM, which includes your product catalog. You have the auto fulfillment, lead management, very important for sales folks, opportunity management, and quote management. So in a nutshell, it is from lead to onboarding of the new customer. Everything is covered under SOM, and which eventually pushes to the CSM, customer service management process, which is here. When you have the customer onboarded, then it's time to serve the customer. Very elaborate and very comprehensive application built in. You have the case management, you have the engagement messenger, email experience, communities for collaborating with different contributors, or I would say technical folks within the community. You can have that feature enabled, so that the knowledge gets transferred not just within the organization, but across other organization part of the ServiceNow, I would say, ecosystem. That also can be expanded. You also get the ITSM, which is the IT service desk, included within CSM. And there are some advanced features like predictive intelligence, proactive customer service management, workforce optimization. So fully, I would say, packed application modules suite. And with the Now Assist, you get the AI, generative AI capabilities also, like case summarization, recommendation for chat, and you have your KB generation, knowledge base generation, using the Now Assist capability. So broadly, this is the CSM, customer service management capability available out of box. The way a lot of customer would go about is start with something which is essential, like case management, email integrations, your voice interactions, or even your virtual agent, the bot, and then eventually move on to the more advanced features like performance analytics, predictive intelligence, digital product release. So a lot of features, as it is a pro feature, can be adopted as you mature your system. So that's about the CSM platform capability. Again, the ServiceNow platform core capability, you know, is always there for any application, any module which is there. Mostly in terms of core service analytics, as I said, catalog, knowledge management, service level management. These are all platform capabilities, irrespective of the module. You have your artificial intelligence, admin and configurations, integration services, and security and compliances. So these are the platform core capability. Field service management, again, the same thing as I've explained. This is mostly to drive customer issue management. How do you manage the tickets, pass it along to the field service engineer, and then help them resolve the issue, help them with the right information from the case, help them with the correct mapping of the route, and also help them with the right tools, because with the knowledge base, with the dispatcher workspace, they can get a lot of information about the type of issue which is there, and then they can be fully equipped when they visit the customer, whether it is maybe a part replacement, whether it is some sort of a document that can be required to resolve that issue, or maybe to hand over to the customer. So those are the some of the features which help the field service engineer, field service person to resolve the issue. And then you also have the site mapping, territory planning, as I have explained earlier, and platform core capability again follows here as well. So broadly, these are the three applications for different I would say stages of customer support management. We will cover a bit of demo here, but just to give you a sneak peek into the Now Assist capability, as I mentioned, this is mostly on the generative AI case summarization. When you have a lot of notes, when you have a lot of task related activities, kind of mentioned or entered by the customer service person into the ticket, I would say, record. Case summarization actually helps in summarizing all the informations available and put that at a very precise and very concise manner, and with the right and relevant information. So summarization plays a very important role in during the closing of ticket, and how the information can be pushed on to for the knowledge management. Then you have your chat summarization, also the same goes with the chat communication. So that is broadly on the Now Assist capability. We can talk a lot more about that. Maybe if you're interested to know more, we can uh, help you with the demo of this application. But let me just quickly jump on to the demo piece. Let me give you a sneak peek into how the ServiceNow console and different components looks like. Let me share my screen again here. Okay. So, all right. So there are different personas associated with customer service management, and I would like to touch upon each one of these one by one. So first is the customer, the end customer persona. As a customer, when I am a part of any organization's services, when I'm using that, and I have my own credentials, I can log in, I get a portal, right? So CSM offers out of box customer services portal, self-service portal. And this is how the portal broadly looks like. You can do a lot of configurations and customization in it, in terms of the banner and the logo of your organization, the type of I would say topics that you want to highlight, the widgets you want to add. This is just a demo instance, but this will give you a sense of it. When the customer, they can always search for any issue. They can also go for a knowledge article if they want to help themselves. So there could be knowledge base that you can populate here. So here there are, for a demo sake, there are 12 knowledge articles. These are the ones. person can always navigate to these, or even can search through this one. Let's say I want to, again, based on this knowledge base, I can always search that, okay, I want to a router issue, let's say. It can give you different articles which are related to a router, and the more knowledge articles you have, the better it is for the customer to search and get the relevant information. So knowledge article is one option, or knowledge base is one option for the customers to help themselves. Get help is broadly in terms of how the customer can log a ticket or a case. So when somebody click on get help, there is a option for create a ticket, create a customer case also. So that is some people can choose that. And then they can also request for a service, request replacement. So you can put all the topics that you want to have shown to the customer. This is again regional, and type of customer relationship that you have, so it can be customized in that way also. If you have tiered wise customer, you can have different sort of topics and different kind of content displayed here. So that's one of the feature and flexibility which ServiceNow offers. And then you can also put the articles, or if there are some information you want to pass on to the customer proactively, maybe there is a outage or maybe there is upgradation, you can have that populated and people can see it. So broadly, this is the end user view. And then there is always a virtual agent, the same way with the NLU capability, somebody can interact with the virtual agent, and this virtual agent can also help in logging a ticket, search for a knowledge base, or request for something. So this particular virtual agent would do the same task. Moving on, I would like to cover the agent workspace. Now this is the technician workspace. Let's say someone is working on the ticket. If I'm an agent, I'm a customer service person, this is my console. I can go here, I can be available, and then eventually I can get all the tasks assigned to me. If there are some emails that can also be shown here. This one is basically about one ticket which was opened, but this can populate all the informations, the list view of the incidents which is there. These are the incidents basically, or I would say the cases. So my cases, my open cases, or all that can also be shown here. Let's say I click on all, there will be a list view which is available. And based on the I would say the customer service management rep, they can see the list view of the cases. They can also see other attributes like walk up, how many walk up cases are there, what are the walk up locations. Then there are templates which are available, major issue management. uh, then you have your customer accounts, what are the customers that he or she is working on, how many tickets or cases are logged for that. So these kind of information can be fetched from the customer side. And then you have other features like knowledge, SLA management, and other components as well. And this is basically a dashboard view. If I'm a technician or I'm a customer service management rep, I can have those information, critical information showed here, the priority cases or the SLA breached task. Since this is a demo instance, so it has a limited data, but again, you can have all the necessary information populated here and shown to the agent as a dashboard. And the list view of all the tasks, or I would say the cases which are there for my team or for my case, that's again which is available on a single console. This is the agent workspace or customer service management workspace. This one is basically the managers or business stakeholders view to see the overview of the performance in the entire customer service management process. You have as a manager or even as a chief customer service officer or contact operation manager, or chief of operations, somebody who is at that C level, or even the department heads can see across the customer service process what are the different critical cases, what are the different cases, and how many are due. So again, the same based on the KPIs that you want to configure, you can do that. And eventually you would have different sorts of display of data, how many are in critical, how many are in new. So again, there's a chart which is there, which kind of puts the data in the right context. So how many are in critical and are actually new. So these are the matrix wise data which is shown here. And then you have different type of graphs and pie charts that can be again shown as reports and dashboard. So that's the business stakeholder view. And so that's mostly about the customer service management for the three personas. For every persona, there are advanced features. For example, how the case works, the entire case resolution, what are the key components like the SLAs or approvals. That is something again which is there in the process, and it is more like a deep dive into the entire process. If you're interested, you can drop in your interests, or maybe email us, and we'll be happy to do a thorough demo of the entire process. Moving on about the field service management, this is more like a mobile application view that I want to show you here. That for every field services technician or executive who is there, they would have a native application where they can see on the go, they can see all the tasks which is assigned to them. My group task, well, I mean, if they are part of a assignment group, they can see that as well, the schedules, the task maps. So this is basically the interface which is available. When somebody clicks on a particular case which is assigned, when the person clicks on it, they see the details about that particular case. Of course, it is in this assigned state, work order number, what account it is, the company, and then what is the location where the person has to go. And once the person accepts that, then you have the option available for start travel, and the map will guide them to that location. And then also, if they have reached this place, they can do the start work. When they start the work, then it's time to put their activities. The technician starts putting the work that has been done. Maybe the troubleshooting was done, some sort of replacement was done, uh, some diagnostic checks or anything that they want to put here. In the process of resolution, they can keep on doing that, and eventually it will have plenty of information which can be kind of put in this particular console, in this particular app. And once the issue is closed, there is an option to close and complete. When this is closed and complete is clicked, then there is an option to summarize the note. There is an option here which says generate closure notes, and this is now assist capability. So if you remember, there was a plenty of notes that the person has put in, or the technician would put in, but it's really hard to look at the most important ones and then put those notes in the closure notes. That's really hard. So Gen AI now assist really helps there. Once Now Assist capability or that option is clicked, the relevant informations are populated, that what was the issue, or what knowledge article was referred to, what was the cause, and the right information will be picked and published here, and then close the task. When the task is closed, the state changes to close and complete. So eventually the entire case resolution process was done through the application. And this is how it will look like in a very clean, I would say, ticket summarization view. And someone who also wants to navigate to the portal view, or I would say agent workspace view, on a workstation, this is the same replica on a agent workspace, the same case ID, work order number, and then all the activities which was there, which the summarization was done, can be populated. It's more like a replica, and it shows here also, but more information or more expanded information is there. So this is basically the workspace view which is available for the agent or even their managers to see. That's about the field service management. Let me go back and give me a moment. So I hope you have understood or got a sense of what the ServiceNow CRM has to offer broadly. And as I said earlier, there's plenty of process which is there at every application context. For every process, there are different components. There are different layers of I would say approvals and SLAs that I have mentioned, and then there are some intelligence which is there, more like the data analytics, performance analytics. So that are the other things which is there available. um, this is some of the success stories or success matrix available for from different organizations which are already using CSM, FSM, and SOM. They have seen a tremendous amount of improvement in their customer service management process. For example, the deflection in ticket is one of the big KPI which a lot of customers have achieved. The adoption for a digital process was again one of the success criterias. And then similarly for how many issues were resolved in with the field service management, and how many contracts were generated for one of the customers using SOM. So these are different KPIs and the success I would say matrix which is available for different customers using CSM, FSM, and SOM. Now, that mostly covers the product. Let's talk about a bit about Royal Cyber. So ServiceNow has its own capability, but Royal Cyber being one of the preferred partner and a global partner for that matter, we keep on investing a lot in improving the ServiceNow platform, and we keep on adding, or we are also a development or build partner, and we invest a lot in building new applications, new solutions which can help in further enhancing ServiceNow capabilities. Some of these you can see. One of the applications I would like to talk about is particularly for the customer service management is Extract AI. Now, Extract AI, let me jump onto that real quick. So Extract AI is basically an application that we have built which monitors the social media, whether it is x.com, whether it is Facebook, or whether it is Instagram. We can kind of tag the companies or clients social media handle, and based on the sentiments of the customer who would actually go on the social media and put some remark about any companies or organizations, services, and product. We This Extract AI actually helps in monitor those sentiments and pull that into ServiceNow, create a ticket. So more like this is a social media sentiment management, or sentiment capturing tool that we have built. And this is the high level architecture. Let's take an example of Twitter x.com. So if there are three scenarios: positive, neutral, and negative tweets. All of these gets captured in ServiceNow, and we capture the metadata, user information, engagement matrix, relationship. And then there are features like two-way integrations, which means messages can be passed on from ServiceNow CSM to the social media also. And then eventually, if there are customers who have shown negative sentiment, and that's mostly very important, because if someone or anybody is talking bad about or is not happy with your services, you need to figure out quickly and maybe acknowledge that sentiment and start working on it. So we capture those negative sentiments from social media and then create a case. So if you see here, there is a case which automatically gets created in ServiceNow, and it gets assigned to the customer service management rep. And based on the role, based on the type of issue, or the context which is there, it is routed to the right department to get the resolution started. So basically, this is what you see is the case ID or case getting created and then eventually assigned to the different team. And then you have all this list view which is available. What was the tweet, the impressions, how many times it was done, that impressions was there. So impressions is also captured here. So basically it helps you in capturing the positive and negative sentiments of your clients, of your customers, and if required, resolve those issues rather than getting unnoticed. You can have a good I would say observation or good attention on the social media, so that your brand image doesn't get hampered. So that's one solution that I wanted to talk about. There are some other configuration accelerators and solution we have built which helps you in quickly getting the value of ServiceNow. So these are accelerators which speeds up the implementation process, reduces the time and cost. So let's say if you're a first time user of ServiceNow, we come handy. Using those configuration accelerators, we can really help you in reducing the time and effort for ServiceNow implementation. So this is what you see is basically the task that which goes in the implementation process, and then this is the comparison of how much work can be reduced and cost can be reduced using the accelerators. Before it is, let's suppose it is 800. This is a very standard number for any CSM implementation. The development would take somewhere between 800 hours to complete, but with the accelerator, we do that within 200 hours, and that's a very, I would say, a substantial amount of reduction in effort. This is the migration utility. If you are moving from one CSM or CRM tool and you want to move on to ServiceNow, we come with the migration accelerator to quickly migrate the data and populate that in ServiceNow instance, whether it is a case management or work order management. This again helps in migrating quickly from one application to ServiceNow. So this is a migration accelerator utility that we have. And Service Bridge, again, very important. As I said earlier, also Service Bridge helps in combining or integrating two ServiceNow instance, whether it's a vendor instance or a client instance, and have the incident data pass along, or request and change management data for that matter pass along between two instances if you happen to do that. So Service Bridge is a great way of integrating two ServiceNow instance from the ecosystem basically. How do we work? So we basically engage on different models. We are pretty much flexible in our engagement models. We are a reseller. Of course, we are a ServiceNow reseller. We sell licenses, and if you want to start small, we are also a managed services partner. So if your needs are limited, if you want to start small and don't want to commit to a large I would say a large a revenue commitment, or maybe large license commitment, you don't have to do that. As a MSP, we can surely help and take care of the smaller needs also. Professional services, again, we provide the resource on TNM model as well. If you're using ServiceNow, you require professional services, we are there, we can support you. Fixed cost project, broadly in terms of helping you enhance your ServiceNow instance. If you want to broadly kind of mature the system, enhance it, do the new implementation. Fixed price, giving you the fixed cost and fixed time estimate, helps you in the budgeting, getting the right estimate of your investment. So fixed price is another model we engage in. And managed services is mostly on the support side. We provide you 360-degree managed services, managed support program, whether it is a platform upgrade, whether it is, let's say, uh, a minor enhancement, whether it is, let's say, some sort of patch management, anything to keep your instance up and running. We provide you those services with managed support. And then Jumpstart for small and flexible support, we have Jumpstart engagement models. So these are the different way we engage with our customer. And I think this mostly covers my presentation for today. And I'll take a pause here, and we can have some interaction here. If you have any question, we would be happy to take those questions right now.
Thank you, Rahul. Thank you for giving a detailed overview of ServiceNow CRM product with the detailed demo and covering the ServiceNow Royal Cyber ServiceNow accelerators with the support models as well. Yes, it's a Q&A session. I see a few questions here. So audience, if you have any more questions, so please feel free and drop in the Q&A section. So we'll happy to address all of them during this Q&A session. So let me go with the first question. So can we get a little more information on what workforce optimization and intraday optimization does?
Okay, so workforce optimization is basically on when you have a team, when you have those customer support team, providing the customer services based on the ticket volume, based on the complexity of tickets which is available. You have a framework available within ServiceNow where you can pick the right skills based on the I would say the time and particular I would say I would say the broader window when there are larger case volumes which are coming up. You can have the workforce optimization done, you can have the workforce planning done, and basically use your workforce more efficiently. So it takes into account your case volume, the complexity of case, and you get a framework wherein you can manage the workforce according to the different spikes of in the cases and tickets which you are getting there. So mostly, how do you optimize, how do you utilize your workforce? That is something that you can do with the framework which is available in ServiceNow.
Great, great, Rahul. And there is another question. So there's an interesting one. So how is ServiceNow CRM than traditional CRMs like Salesforce or Dynamics?
Right. So that's a very common question that we get from our customers when they are evaluating different applications in the market. Uh, they have this question that, okay, we are comparing ServiceNow with the Salesforce or Dynamics. So you see, ServiceNow, I will talk about how ServiceNow is different. Basically, ServiceNow offers the customer lifecycle management tool. Uh, of course, it has the sales and order management, field service management, but what else it offers is basically other applications for your organization, whether it is, let's say, I would say risk management, whether it is your asset management for that matter. A lot of times, the customer support process utilizes other functions also. So what I mean is ServiceNow as a platform offers other capabilities as well, which covers your IT, which covers your risk management. And when you have such a such a comprehensive, such a I would say diverse application suite, using a platform and using different modules within the same platform really helps you in combining the data. There is no need of external integrations, and there are I would say there is no other platform which has such a great width and depth in terms of providing you solution under the same platform. So combining the data, using the different modules or different applications from different department, and putting that in the ServiceNow context, having a single pane of glass, having to see every detail from different areas, different functions, and combining every data, every performance under a single platform, within the same single platform. That's something which ServiceNow offers. So ServiceNow is not just a pointer tool, not just a CRM. It is basically a platform which has other capabilities also, and combining that, having everything under the same platform, really gives you a seamless experience, standardized process, and again, one single system of truth. That is what ServiceNow has to offer. I hope that answers the question.
Right, absolutely. And so there is another question from the audience. How does Now Assist enhance CRM workflows for agents and customers?
All right, now assist basically helps in every stage of the ticket resolution, whether it is for the customer when they come for let's say for any sort of services requests or any issue. Now assist with the Gen AI capability actually gives them the right content, right knowledge article, summarizes the article, a lengthy article, into a very contextual way so that they
Mhm.
get the real information. So it's basically the Gen AI capability. Rather than reading through a lengthy article or getting the information, the core of the information becomes a task, and Gen AI or Now Assist really helps in summarizing that. So that's one way. Then eventually when the agent starts working and starts putting the notes, work notes, as I showed earlier, Now Assist helps in reducing the time to summarize those work notes. So it saves a lot of time for the agent in during the case summarization process. They also get a lot of recommendation on the chat response. What should be the response, so they don't have to type every time. It is more like sensible enough to give you the right response. So at every stage basically Gen AI helps you with the knowledge creation, with the knowledge, I would say knowledge, um, how do you kind of consume the knowledge. That's really important, and in a very concise manner. So that there are different aspects of it, whether it is knowledge, whether it is case resolution, whether it is recommendation, chat recommendation. So at every steps there are Gen AI capability involved there.
Okay, great, great. So I see two more questions from the audience. So the one is, can ServiceNow CRM support both B2B and B2C service models?
Yes, correct, it can. The
All
the
right.
short answer is yes, and the same platform can be configured to manage both B2B and B2C.
Okay, great. And so what is the license cost for of ServiceNow CRM?
Okay, so license cost, that is a bit tricky because there are various, all these three modules are basically separate SKUs within the workflow, the customer workflow. So CSM has its own license cost. SOM has sales and order management has its own license cost, and FSM. So these are separate SKUs, and these are actually tied with user count, technical user or fulfiller user count, not the end user count. So it is basically based on the fulfiller, technician, or field service engineer, the fulfiller basically count. More license you have, the lower would be the cost. So again, if you want to know more about the license cost, how much it would cost you in terms of spend on the licenses, you can talk to us, you can reach out to us, and let us know what your process requirements are. And basically again, there are versions of the application modules. So there are standard, there is a pro, and there is enterprise. Now based on your process requirement, we can suggest the right package for you. If you are somebody who has more complex process and actually a mature process, and want a very, I would say, deep capability with ServiceNow from day one, you might be the customer to whom we can suggest pro module package. But if you're somebody who wants to start small with just the case management, with a bit of IT service management capability, then in that case we'll pick the right ones for you, and then we can suggest the right applications and the right cost. So allow us to talk to you, and we can help you with the right information there.
Absolutely. So that's all we have from the audience. So I just want to give a quick request to the audience. So if you have any more questions, want to have a detailed understanding about these ServiceNow CRM product, so please feel free to drop your questions to info@royalcyber.com. So we're happy to connect one-on-one and have a detailed discussion, and we'll give an in-depth demo as well. All right. So I just want to give a quick update as well. So post end of the session, you'll be seeing a survey on your display. So please feel free participate in the survey, so that we'll understand your top priorities and the biggest challenges, and what exactly capabilities and what new sort of solutions you're looking for. So that really helps to move the dial further. So once again, thank you so much for joining this live webinar, and have a great day to everyone.